everybody, welcome to another free.volous webisode. So this time my sister requested me for a smoky eye, and since fall is creeping in quite quickly, as you will see throughout the video with the lighting changes, and I'm sorry for that, I decided to go for a matte brown, kind of grungy smoky eye. I think it came out rather well, so if you want to see how I got it, just keep on watching. See you on the next one. Bye. So I'm starting off with my bare face, just because if I'm applying dark eyeshadows, they may fall off to the cheeks, and if I already have my foundation, it will be ruined. So it makes it a lot easier to clean up. I'm going to start, if you're doing this with just powder foundations, you can use a primer potion or any kind of eye primer, just to set them in place and make them last all day and make the colors pop. But I'm going to start with a cream base. This is quite natural, and it's more on the kind of color I'm going for. And I'm going to work just already with my blending brush, just to make sure the eye doesn't get all caked up, because when they set, they don't budge. You can do this also only with cream shadows. It's a lot easier. Just have to have a brush and just blend them, making sure that this area here is quite smudged out, because basically a smoky eye starts darker on your lash line and fades. It's really strong and then fades into nothing. You can make it as bold or as muted as you'd like. If you put cream shadows and then powder eyeshadows, it will make your look last longer. So I'm going to start with the crease area here, where the shadow is going to be a little bit more faded and lighter. I'm going to take a little bit of mousse and just apply it onto the crease. I'm tapping off the excess just so that there isn't much fallout onto my cheeks. It's easier to clean. Just softly working with thin layers. I'm not too worried about blending for now, because these are shadows, powder shadows, so they can be blended later on. I'm just worried about placing the color where I want it. And just for kicks, I'm going to mix a little bit of peanut butter, which is more of an orangey color, just to make it a little bit more warm. I'm using these colors. You can use any colors you'd like. Kiko has very good budget eyeshadows. Next, I'm going to take Truffled, which is the darkest matte brown in the palette, and it's a warm brown too. So I'm placing this onto the lid, and as you can see, it immediately shows kind of a fading effect. And I'm placing this right on the center of the lid, making it really thick, bold and dark. Cool, right? Now I'm going to take again my blending brush. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. And I'm going to blend the colors, just so there are no harsh lines. You can't see the transition happening. It's kind of a gradient effect. And since these colors are really buttery smooth, as you can see, it takes no time. And then I'm going to take, with this same blending brush, this is Coconut Cream, as a matte off-white. And I want this just to balance out around my brow bone area. And now taking a clean blending brush. Now, as you can see, the top part of the eye is basically done. So I'm going to clean up. There's my dog. And now I'm going to clean up a little bit under the eyes, and I'm going to go with foundation, do my face, and then I go back to the under eye area. So I'm cleaning up under the eyes, making sure there's no fallout. Actually, these eyeshadows don't fall too much. But anyway, taking just a little bit of Bioderma, my Makeup Forever Step 1 mattifying primer that I only apply a teeny tiny bit, something like this, on the sides of my nose where I get really oily. For my foundation, this is Born This Way by Too Faced. I'll first apply it with a brush just to put the color where I need it. I start on the area of my face that is more pigmented, which is the chin and the lower areas of the jawline, where I have most of my problems. And I'm going to take my beauty blender and just pat this in. I'm going to work with soft layers, just making sure that it doesn't cake up. So I'm taking Bobbi Brown Light Bisque, it's the corrector, and hitting pan hard on this. And I'm applying this only where I am most dark. And this has kind of a pinky undertone, which is great to counteract the blue under your eyes. This is MAC Studio Finish, I always mix them up, Studio Finish Concealer. If you're wondering, my color is somewhere between NC30 and NC35. So I'm correcting a couple of blemishes. And then I'm going to go with the same concealer, just evening out this area here. I'm not going to go too up because I'm still going to use eyeshadows underneath my eyes. Blending everything in with my beauty blender. Really love this little sucker. If you have poor skin texture like me, you really should give this a go. It makes any foundation lay a lot better onto your skin. So next, back to the eyes. And I'm going to start with a lighter brown, the mousse color. And I'm going to apply it underneath the eyes, all around. This is what makes the smoky eye. It's kind of the mixture of the gradient of the color disappearing into nothing and the strong under eye. Some people may feel that this ages them and things like that, so you have to really try it on and see what works for you. Some people can bring the color really down under the eyes. Some people have to keep it a little bit closer to the lash line where it will make them look a lot tired. So you really have to play with this. I'm taking a pencil brush just to blend the color, and I think I'm going to go with that more orangey brown color. I'm taking a little bit and blend it with the medium brown. Oh, the sun is going away, screwing up my lighting. And then I'm going to bring the darker brown, going to take it right on the outer edge of the lower waterline and connect it to the upper lid. And now this is the time for corrections. So I can see that I want a little bit more of color up the crease, because when I look straight ahead, the color disappears. Going with the mousse color with the lighter brown. That's why I have to look straight into the mirror. It's easier to look down to apply the color, but once in a while look straight and see where it ended. Yeah, now I can see some of the color peeking through. And the other thing I feel like I need is to make the eyes darker right on the lid. So I'm going to take Truffles again, packing on more of the color onto the lid. Blending everything in again. You can go with a darker color along the lash line if you'd like. Let me do that for you just for the kicks. This is Licorice. It's basically a black. It's what I have here. I'm just gonna tap it onto my hand because I don't want it to be too strong, and then apply a little bit along the lash line. You can make this with 10 colors and create a very, very strong gradient. And if I need it to blend even more, I'm going to take Truffled again, the darker brown, and blend the two colors together. And that's what makes this a little bit tedious for some people, sister. but that's what makes the colors really seamless and blend into nothing. Can you see it's almost from black to warm brown to a medium brown to my skin color. You can take your foundation brush or your beauty blender and just clean everything up. I really am for lining your eyes. And I have this one here. If you've read my blog, you know I have a problem with this one. This came dry. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blacker. But I'm gonna give it a go again because I took off the broken edge and I tried to file it down with the warmth of my fingers. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to use black because I really like the contrast. Yeah, something is coming out. You just don't buy a Marc Jacobs thing that is extremely expensive just to get home and find out the pencil is dried out. And I've read a ton of people complaining about this same problem on the Sephora website, so I was really pissed. The top waterline too. If you have problems putting a pencil on your top waterline, what you can do is close your eyes, really apply pencil to the lower waterline, then close your eyes for a little bit without pressing too much, and it will stamp some of the pigment onto the top. I'm gonna go with Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. Really loving this. Finally, something to replace Volume Fast and Perfect. This is one coat, ladies and gentlemen. One coat. Oh yeah, I'm really digging this. Next, I'm going to do the rest of my face. So this is Makeup Forever HD powder. It's still a great powder to the areas where I feel I need it, which is where I've applied my concealer. And I've let my foundation set onto my face to see if I need a little bit more. I find that the Born This Way foundation really tends to look better as the day goes by. It's really weird. I don't know why. And pat onto the areas where I'm going to apply blusher and powder, just that it doesn't crease. Pressing and rolling. Never rub, or it will drag your foundation out. This is the Chocolate Soleil Bronzer by Too Faced. Blending it onto the hollows of my cheeks and going a little bit downwards. Highlighter. This is Glow All Out by Slope and Glory. It's not a very strong highlighter, so I use it kind of a mix between blusher and highlighter, because this has a pinky undertone and some sheen to it, which I really like. I hope the camera is picking this up. And then I'm going to take some blusher. This is Too Faced Love Flush in Justify My Love. It's really pigmented, so back of your hand again, just to blot some out and work in small layers, or else. Oh, brows. Just Benefit Gimme Brow, like so. Just to clean up my brows. I'm not too fussy about my brows. And now, lips. My favorite combo for this fall is Rouge Edition Velvet by Bourjois in Nudeist and MAC Morning Coffee, the lip pencil. Loving these two. And then I'm going to turn it down with Morning Coffee. And I think I'm done. Yes, yes, yes. I think I'm done. Just going to put my hair down because, you know, the show. So, this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I'm going to look into the sun, look down. I'm not good at doing this, so I'm going to leave you to it. I hope you can see what I've done. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you do it and give me feedback on how it went for you. So I'll see you in the next time. Bye.